The sheikhs ran away.
Ah, why?
Because we know the sheikh will. The sheikh can't engage in debate.
Ah, boo, sheikh.
Like all the Dawagandists, they can't engage in debate.
No, he's shaking.
He's shaking. All right, let's go to Hamza. What's Hamza?
He's shaking.
If Hamza's talking,
Oh, on his full flame.
he's talking to someone. JC.
I know that
He's talking to
What's
someone.
going on, Bob?
Peace be, bro.
Yes.
Alright. You fraud.
We don't want to jump. We don't. He doesn't interrupt me. I don't interrupt him.
Yeah, exactly. Let's refer to the that. Wow.
You're going on tough talk again.
Yeah, if they invite me.
Huh?
Yeah, if
When's
they
it?
invite me. Yes. I don't know when they invite me. How are we doing, fellas?
How you doing, man?
What's the topic of debate we're doing today? Or is there no topic of
Gay
debate?
stuff being rammed down our throats, basically.
Politics, then.
Woke culture.
Politics.
Yeah, mostly politics.
I came to admire your great beard.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're Muslim, bro.
No, I'm not.
You're not. You just got a great beard, then.
I'm just going for the look.
Yeah. It's magnificent.
Yeah.
It's like a proper Moses-style beard.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Do you have a faith?
I don't know.
Fair enough. I want to look for some Muslims to talk to. So
Yeah, cool.
let's go grab this brother. Brother, can I ask you a question? How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. Peace be with you.
Peace be with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. You're the brother in the film. Did that issue get sorted?
It's perfectly sorted. I actually don't have an issue with it. Personally, because you know what I think it is? I work for Muslims.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right?
Yeah, I understand.
I work in a majority Muslim school, 75% Muslim.
Right.
And if I'm on the power Muslim, if that video
Gets out.
it could
But it's been sorted, yeah?
sorted, no problem.
Good.
with it.
I am glad
Yeah,
to hear it.
yeah,
I'm glad
yeah,
to hear it.
yeah.
And have we captured your testimony?
Jason.
I want to give you my card so we can get in touch.
Okay.
Right? Because
Hold on a second.
we haven't managed to establish proper communications.
Okay,
And I would love to get
I've got
proper.
your Twitter.
Well, now you've got all the ways to contact me and get in touch.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the SOCO app to download.
Okay, cool.
You know, because it's something worth doing.
Okay, yeah, true.
And I'd like to capture your testimony off camera, no face, on my channel.
But no, after July, my face is not a problem. My face
After July?
After July is not a problem.
Well, I'll leave it up to you whether you do it on or off camera. It's entirely up to you.
I don't mind on camera after July, no
Yeah.
problem whatsoever.
Yeah, well, I
Okay.
take it you're changing schools or something.
Well, I'm gonna be out of school anymore.
Oh, wow.
Because it's just a temporary thing. So it's
Yeah,
a teacher
yeah.
training. So it's a temporary thing. I think I've actually been kicked out of a school before. I've been expelled from a school before.
Why?
It's via one. It's actually by a C of B school.
Right.
By a C of B school.
That would not surprise me. That would not surprise
I
me.
know what that actually did anger. They actually did anger temporarily my attitude towards Christians. I was actually very much drawn towards the Christian faith.
Yeah.
And the fact the reform was getting kicked out of school kind of angered me a bit. I was researching the Christian faith, and I found that the C of V is descending into apostasy.
Yeah, the C of E, but the C of E doesn't. The C of E doesn't reflect.
Yeah.
The body of Christ is those faithful disciples.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if someone, even if they're in an office of a bishop, if someone isn't following the Christian faith properly, isn't practicing it properly, then they're outside of the church.
Yeah.
You know, and so just because they have the title, doesn't mean they're part of the body of Christ.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I think a lot of the C of E has been co-opted and captured by politics and
I
by
agree.
a political cult
That was put in the school. That was put in the school. LGBT.
that is based upon the religion of humanity.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know, so
Yeah.
And I think as Christians we need to be more conscious of the religion of humanity and the religion of self, and we need to be conscious in our rejection of these things.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I think so. With the experience, I think there's an experience within Church of England and other schools like Pentecostals or Catholics that the CSB will actually accept the morals of the time. They will. I think the Archbishop of Canterbury even was accepting LGBT pronouns.
Sorry.
These kind of things within the Book of Common Prayer. I've heard things along those lines. And
can I just check something? Are you recording, bro?
Yeah.
And you're going to blur his face?
You want me to blur your face?
After July, Actually, after July, I've got no problem.
Okay. In the meantime, I'll blur your face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Don't make it too long, the conversation. Just
blur his face.
important.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. We'll talk.
takes
It's an important conversation to have.
Okay.
It's an important conversation to
I thought
have.
it was just like,
You know, because the reality is Christians are very Christians have lost a lot of their own identity, and we need to recover that.
Yeah.
And as we recover our own identity,
Yeah.
then we're able to distinguish who's with us and who's against us.
Yeah.
Who's on the side of the kingdom, who's against the
We need
kingdom.
an inquisition.
And we need an inquisition
Yeah.
inside the Church of England.
Yeah.
And we need to go on and we need to challenge these people and their claims to authority and their claims to represent Christianity. Because they don't represent Christianity.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I think like 60% of bishops don't believe in God. I think 100 years ago that would have just been unthinkable. That would have been just 100.
I take it that's bishops within the Church of England.
Yeah, within the Church of England. Within the Church of England. 16% do not believe in God.
Yeah.
And yet it's still acceptable to be Christian because I think I use it called about because it's the state religion of England. I think CFE think they sort of owe something.
Yeah.
To the people they owe. To take consider their opinions.
Yeah.
I would say you're meant to be a shepherd.
Yeah.
People. You're not meant to accept their views. You're meant to guide them to the correct path.
The Church of England as an institution is governed by people who think that their job, their role in society is to be society's charity. Like the NGO of England. And that's not what the church is. And therefore, since the church is not an NGO, the institutions of the church should not behave like an NGO. There's nothing wrong with charity, and we shouldn't be ashamed to do charity. But when you replace the worship glorification of the Blessed Trinity and bringing people to the knowledge and discipleship of Christ with your charity work, then you've missed entirely what being a part of the Christian community is about. And that is exactly what has happened.
And I would even go so far as to say that explains part of much of the decline of Christianity.
Yeah.
Because if there's if CFE has no leg to stand upon, if it's got no principles, it's better to compromise on its principles. No one can have any respect for it.
And no one does. Even believing Christians like me and you don't respect the Church of England.
Exactly, that's how bad it is.
Who respects the Church of England right now?
No,
nobody. The only people that respect the Church of England are the people destroying the Church of England.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody else thinks that the Church of England is a joke. You know, and even believing vicars and believing bishops think the Church of England is a joke right now.
Really?
But the fact is, just because the institution of the Church of England has become a joke, doesn't mean our faith has become a joke. Doesn't mean the truth of the gospel has become a joke. Doesn't mean that the blood of the martyrs is a joke. Doesn't mean that the church isn't growing. You know, Pew Research shows that Christianity is still a growing religion, despite the fact that there's massive apostasy in the West.
And the Pentecostal movement is actually the fastest growing religious movement among all religious movements. 25 convert every day.
If you look at Christianity in Africa, like in the last 100 years, the growth of Christianity, if you put it onto a graph, the growth of Christianity has been like that. It's overtaken Islam. You know, the fastest growing religion in Indonesia is Christianity. The fastest growing religion in Iran is Christianity. The fastest growing religion in Afghanistan is Christianity. Like that, Christianity is a growing religion, and it's even growing in the Muslim world. You know, you think it's shit.